and I believe I'll be bringing a motion next week of discussing the conduct and the discussion of Deputy Speaker here in this house. And I'm going to also to write a letter to the Powers and Privilege Committee to look into that matter, because the DS is undermining the powers of this house.
Let him finish.
So,
and I've said you just give him time to finish.
He's not debating in an assembly. If I'm a member and I'm seeking.
So you want to talk without seeking my permission or what? Yes.
So I can seek information.
And I told you, let him finish. That's what I said.
So, Madam Speaker, I'm saying so that we don't set a bad precedence, let things be set on straightforward. Madam Speaker, this issue about court has been spoken openly in the corridors. This person is not supposed to be here. This person is not supposed to be here. And for your information, the said committee's members, which replacement was done here, Madam Speaker, they were done by the constituent parties. So if anybody has issues with the parties, let them if they have issue with Wiper, if they have issue with Chap, if they have issue with the CCU, let party matters be handled by party matters. If the party deemed necessary to do their replacements, and you've not received, Madam Speaker, you've not received any letter from the specified party, there's nothing one person to go and get to court. I looked at even that perverted warning letter from the said council, and I was in pity, because he's a person who doesn't understand how the committee operates, because there is no way you'll write to a speaker to stop Wiper if today Wiper decides to replace their majority leader. As a house, we have nothing to do that. If CCU today decides
point of order. Madam Speaker, point of order.
So if today CCU decides that Boniface is not going to sit in such...
Madam Speaker, point of order. Madam Speaker, point of order.
Point of order granted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think the matter before this committee is very clear. It's a matter that invited members and some members from the executive to come and discuss for the statement that was sought by Mheshimiwa Ngonga. Chair, why Patriotic Front is not on trial? I don't know why the member keeps referring to Wiper. Let him stick to the content of the statement. Thank you.
Honourable Member, stick to the content of the letter, please.
Well guided. I was giving what we call in English example, e.g. I was just giving an example. An example, yes. So I'm not going to use Wiper, but I can use CCU. I can use Maendeleo Chap. I'm not going to use Wiper Democratic Front. I'm going to use, and I'm well-guided majority leader. So thank you, Madam Speaker. I think, just to head, I'm saying, executive should not flex muscles. And we should not have members misadvise the executive. Let me ask, Madam Speaker, as I finish. Last week, we were seated here, passing members. Where was the DS? Where was the DS when we were passing where was the DS when we were passing?
Point of order granted.
No, Madam Speaker. I'm the one who's good first. Madam Speaker, it's very unfair. It's very unfair for a member to start standing here, Mheshimiwa Maeke, with all due respect, and you start attacking a fellow member who is not even in the question. No. I think, no, listen to me. I listen to you. So listen to us also. You are not going to come here and start intimidating.
Honorable Ngunga.
Honorable Ngunga. You are just a member like me.
Yes.
You are a member like me. You are elected twice like me. You're not speaking.
I've given you an opportunity.
So
to
please, when I'm
proceed.
speaking, give me respect. Give me respect. And I want respect from you. It is very unfair for a member to stand in front of their house and start attacking a fellow member directly. It's unfair. That's the point I'm raising. Don't attack me. Bring your points. We discuss. Let's have decorum in the assembly. Otherwise, Chairman, Madam Chair, you are going to make this house become a super duca or a baraza. Let us have
Are
decorum.
you saying I am doing something
No,
like that?
I'm going to say you are going to allow, if you allow a member to go.
No, I have not. I have given you an
Yeah.
opportunity
So
to
what
bring
I'm
your
saying,
point of
what I'm
order.
saying is, let us engage each other with decorum and respect. And then you cannot mention DS 5, 6 times, and the DS is not even in question here.
Honorable Mike, please don't mention members' names.
Madam
Don't
Speaker,
attack anybody.
Madam Speaker,
Let me finish.
just, yes, sorry.
Yeah. Do not attack anybody. Don't mention any member's name. Don't insinuate anything like you are attacking someone. Please proceed with the content of discussion only. Okay?
Madam Speaker, as I was speaking, I'm looking into the reasons that the CS, the county secretary has given. He has said about a letter that was written by somebody who I don't want to say because I've been guided. That person, together with 14 others, are advised not to come. So when we are advancedly mentioning that person, we are mentioning him because he is the person who gave the reason for the CS not to come. So I'm not attacking anybody, Madam Speaker, but I stand guided, and I stand guided, Mheshimiwa Kisila, I stand guided, and all the other members, but there is somebody here who needs to be looked into. Look into these people who wrote to the county secretary advising not to come. That person is written there. So even this letter is advising them. So, Madam Speaker, I'm not out of order, but I understand your words. Madam Mheshimiwa Kisila, my friend, and you know I respect you very much. We are going to have decorum, and decorum will be there if the truth is given out and without fear of intimidation. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Otherwise, let this matter not just end here. I'll do what I've said. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Kavyu, Honorable Kisila, in that order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's a shame that we are seated here today trying to discuss and argue on an issue that is well stipulated in the Constitution and also in our county devolution laws. The work of this assembly is to provide oversight. And Madam Speaker, no matter how people will want to endear themselves to the executive, that cannot change the fact that this assembly, this house, has a mandate, a constitutional mandate that is supposed to meet. And it's quite unfortunate that people elected to represent people in terms of ensuring accountability and ensure oversight are the same people who want to arbor that exercise. Madam Speaker, our standing order are very clear in terms of how the House should conduct its business, and one way is through the House committees, both sectoral and the other committees, and whatever instruction you had given, they are also explicitly captured in our standing order that there are times that the House can resort to a general oversight committee. So, Madam Speaker, unless the members in question can demonstrate to this House clearly that there was a violation of our standing orders in terms of the process that we were supposed to have, then the issue of court orders is neither here or there, because the orders that were sought were very clear, what the prayers were, and they were granted. And Madam Speaker, the county secretary is completely out of order because he has no business in dictating how the assembly conducts its business. The sermon were not done by the speaker. It is the county assembly of Machakos that summon the respective people to appear. So when people, through their lawyer, I've seen people trying to run away, saying that we should not mention people, but also the people of Machakos County needs to understand what is going on, because we saw an oath. So there is nothing out of order when the deputy speaker is asked to provide clarity, because his name has featured adversely in the letter. It is Honorable Nzuya Mwandhi. We might not know the 13 others, but as the captain, Madam Speaker, I would like that he also be given an opportunity. Maybe he can shed light and open our eyes so that we can see things from his perspective on what is the illegality in terms of the composition of this House. He's also the chair of chairs. So he also need to provide clarity if he himself chairs nothing. Because if committees are not well constituted, then it means is also the mandate that he has is also illegal. And Madam Speaker, somebody once said that a person who has no pit latrine in their compound, they will not have a motivation to clear the bushes around their homestead, because for obvious reason. So, Madam Speaker, the people trying to harbor justice for our people of Machakos are equivalent of those bushes. It is purely corruption, embezzlement of public fund that is happening in Machakos, and the person who is doing that is using the bushes around their homestead to make sure that there is no accountability, there is no transparency in terms of what is happening. And Madam Speaker, if you see somebody running away from providing information, because nobody is on trial, whenever we call people here, we want to get details so that we stop operating from unknown to unknown. And the only people who can provide that information, it's either the board, it is either the person who is in charge of public service within Machakos, who is the CCM for public service, and also the chief officer, and the same county secretary that is writing these letters instead of exercising their constitutional mandate. So, Madam Speaker, it is pity, it is shame. But, Madam Speaker, what we want to assure the people of Machakos is that they will not be in bondage for long. We are going to ensure this Machakos is liberated from impunity, corruption, and embezzlement of public funds. Because, Madam Speaker, we have information and details of people who have never even stepped foot in Machakos, and they are in our payroll, earning county public funds for free. We have others within Machakos County who are on the payroll as staff, but they have never been interviewed for those positions. They have never had an opportunity to even to report to those offices. But, Madam Speaker, we just see them hanging around the villages, but at the end of the month, they are getting funds from the county government of Machakos. So it is those clarity. We have even others who are not from Machakos County. They are busy in Kitui. They keep loitering there, but at the end of the month, they get salary from our county coffers. So is that what Honorable DS and the 13 others are trying to protect by advising the executive not to appear before this house? And Madam Speaker, even others are working as house help in private homesteads, in homes of people who are not from this county. So does the DS and the 13 others want us to cover our face and say that is all is well? Madam Speaker, they might be decide to act on impunity and refuse to appear before this house. But Madam Speaker, we are going, even if it means going to the people and conduct civic education and explain to them the rot that is happening in this Machakos, because we can't have more than 200 ghost workers who earn salary for doing nothing, yet our doctors, our nurses are on the street for lack of payment, yet our people are suffering in our hospitals, but there are people who are earning money for free, others who are relative. So, Madam Chair, even as members contribute, I will kindly request that the 13 members listed on that letter kindly grant them an opportunity so that they can shed light to us what is that they know that we don't know, that they think that the composition of this house, the composition of the Machakos County Assembly is illegally and should not oversight the county executive. And Madam Speaker, the county secretary also cited of getting advisory from the office of the county attorney. Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, if there is any organ that is not well constitutionally constituted, it is the executive, because the governor chairs a cabinet that is incomplete. A county attorney is a very key ingredient in the cabinet. So when the county secretary talks of having received advisory from the county attorney, then we also need to get clarity who is playing that role, because we have not had a county attorney for quite a while in Machakos. So who is this imposter, or is it a case of another ghost worker who is advising the executive on legal matters, because we don't have a substantive? So those who are advising, and the county secretary and the county secretary himself, they need to understand the only body within the governance structure of Machakos that is not well constituted, it is the cabinet that is chaired by Governor Wavinya herself. And that's why you see them making such kind of blunders. If there was a qualified and there was no vacancy in the office of the county attorney, they will not have required to get advice from a layman or the deputy speaker who has no legal background to advise them on what they are supposed to do. Thank you,
Point of order,
Madam
Madam Speaker.
Before I allow you members to proceed, I've just received a letter that was advising the county secretary, and I would like you members to allow me to read it, because it was not there when I was reading the letter by the county secretary. Then I'll give you an opportunity to debate. This is a letter written to Dr. Moya Ndambuki, and the reference is summons to attend committees of the County Assembly of Machakos. it says as follows: we refer to the above subject matter wherein we have instructions from our clients, and I want to read the names of the clients who are members of this county assembly. Honorable Stephen Nzue Mwandi, Honorable Nicholas Kitavi Nzioka, Honorable Felix Mutunga Ngui, Honorable Raphael Lakinzao, Honorable Catherine Che, Honorable Catherine Muia, Honorable Anastasia Mutevu, Honorable Helen Deti, Honorable Constance Mbula, Honorable Masi Njagi, Honorable Paul Mwanzia, Honorable Justus Mutuku, Honorable Phoebe Koki, Honorable Mary Ndena, and this is what they have told the county secretary, that our clients are the petitioners in Machakos High Court Constitutional Petition number 24 of 2025. Let's have our meeting members. Number 24 of 2025, Honorable Stephen Nzue Mwandi, and 13 others, first as Speaker, County Assembly of Machakos, and the Clerk, County Assembly of Machakos. The said case challenges the unconstitutional and procedural and illegal actions of the Speaker to ban and eject MCAs from the Assembly, and further the Speaker's actions to replace members of the various committees of the Assembly without following the due procedure and without affording them a fair hearing. When the said petition and accompanying notice of motion, application dated 12th June 2025, was filed under certificate of urgency, the court on 13th June 2025 proceeded to issue orders against the Speaker and the Clerk as follows. Pending the hearing and determination of this application inter partes, this Honorable Court be pleased to issue conservatory orders suspending the enforcement and or consequent effect of the first respondent's decision filed, communication dated 10th June 2025, suspending the first to 8th applicants from Machakos County Assembly for 28 sitting days. Prayer number 2 is pending the hearing and determination of this application inter partes. This Honorable Court be pleased to issue conservatory orders suspending the decisions reached on 11th June 2025 at the County Assembly of Machakos for the through various unlawful motions presented, removing 9th to 14th respondents from various committees. 3, pending the hearing and determination of this application inter partes, this Honorable Court be pleased to issue a conservatory order staying the implementation and the subsequent effect of the first respondent's communication dated 9th June 2025, removing the third petitioner applicants from his position as majority representative to the Machakos County Assembly Service Board. Number 4, prayer number 4 is the pending hearing and determination of this application inter partes. A conservatory order be and is hereby issued, restraining the respondents, whether by themselves, their officers, agents, or proxies, from suspending, replacing committee members, barring, excluding, injecting, obstructing, intimidating, or in any other way interfering with applicants' access to Machakos County Assembly premises. The said orders clearly barred the Speaker from denying the petitioners access to not only the Assembly plenary, but also barring from excluding them from participating in committee sittings and any other related business. Effectively, the petitioners herein remain as the lawful members of the various committees that they were part of before the procedural replacement as conducted and led by the Speaker. In the circumstances, any other members purportedly acting in the said committees under the stewardship and direction of the Speaker is not only a stranger but is also in breach of the orders of the court in place in the above noted petition. Take further notice that there is currently an application seeking to cite the Speaker and the Clerk for contempt of court, which application is dated 8th July 2025. The court issued orders in respect to this application on 8th July 2025, directing the Speaker and the Clerk to comply with the various orders of 13th June 2025. Unfortunately, the Speaker and the Clerk have remained deaf to the actions, to the orders of the court, and have continued to flagrantly and intentionally breach the court orders in defiance of authority and powers of the court. It has now come to our client's knowledge that there have been summons issued to the county executive, and that is where I want you to put a lot of attention to how the county assembly now advised the members of executive not to attend. So it has now come to our client's knowledge that there have been summons issued the county executive requiring the attendance of various members of the executive before the committees and also before the committee of the whole house to answer questions from the assembly. It has also come to our client's attention that the said motions were passed and balloted in the House Business Committee, which committee is currently not properly constituted. Our clients take great exception with the manner in which the Assembly has continued to conduct itself through the direction of the Speaker and the Clerk, and hereby categorically disassociate themselves with all the actions being conducted by the various unlawful constituted committee under the Speaker's stewardship. In the circumstances, it is our client's position that all summons issued to yourselves are unlawful and illegal, and as such void as a matter of fact. Kindly, therefore, note that the committees that balloted and voted for the said summons to be issued are improperly constituted, and as such they lack the legitimacy and the force of law to issue the state summons to yourselves at all. All summons to yourselves will only be valid once originated from the lawful members of these committees, once they are restored to their legitimate position as per the existing court orders. All ongoing business is only a result of gross misconduct on the part of the Speaker and the Clerk. We therefore write to categorically inform your office on behalf of our client that there are no proper summons issued to the executive. No proper summons issued to the executive, as the committees are illegally formed and comprised of. Take note that there is therefore no obligation of the executive to honor the same until the orders of the court directing the Speaker to let our clients participate and continue sitting and participating in various House committees and are complied with, and further until the petition pending before the courts is heard and determined. Be advised accordingly and take note not to comply with irregular, unlawful summons, as you will be aiding the Speaker in continuing to breach the valid court orders. We attach copies of the pleadings, court orders, and communication to the Speaker and Clerk launching further complaints on disobedience of orders issued by the court for ease of reference and for your information. That is the letter the county secretary is talking about in the directing, when he's directing members of the county executive not to appear before this. Members, before we discuss this matter, I just want to read you the law so that you can be equipped on matters, so that we can separate matters, so that we don't spend the entire day here.
Madam Speaker, point of clarity. I just want.
Okay. Clarify.
Madam Speaker, I'm seeking a clarification from the chair.
Yes.
In regard to once you give the House information,
Yes.
would it be ideally that we debate the matter
Yes.
and then you make a ruling?
Yes.
Before reading the laws.
No, I'm just reading to guide.
Okay, for guidance.
To understand why,
Exactly.
where we are.
It's for guidance.
Yes.
Okay.
So that we don't continue just talking about county secretary here, who is inconsequential, when we have the law with us. Clerk,
Another point of clarity, Honorable Speaker. Chair.
fungulie sheria mahali inasema.
Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to confirm from you whether it is proper an active matter before a court to be discussed elsewhere.
It is not. And that's why I'm reading the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because you are the same members who have taken this matter to the county secretary to use it. Yeah, you are the same people. How did he get to know about it? And he has said. So I want to read to you the law concerning committees. And I want to deal, first of all, to deal with the issue of summoning and the like. Members, let's have one meeting. Our standing orders, Order 171, reads as follows. Powers and privileges of committees. Committees shall enjoy and exercise all the powers and privileges bestowed on assembly by the Constitution and any other law, including powers to summon any person to appear before it for purposes of giving evidence or providing information. And 2, enforce the attendance of witnesses and examine them under oath, affirmation, and otherwise. Compel the production of documents. Request for and receive papers and documents from government officers and members of the public. Issue a commission or request to examine witnesses abroad. That is sub-order 2 of that order. Standing order 171 says, a summons under paragraph 1 shall be A, issued by the clerk on the direction of the speaker or the chairperson of a committee acting in accordance with a resolution of the committee, in the form set out in the 6th schedule. The summons shall be served upon by a member of the staff or police officer who is duly authorized by the clerk to deliver a copy of summons. So, members, that clearly gives us powers to summon anybody, to appear before us, to give us any information we want to get, and also be examined. We can examine that member on oath. We have that power to examine that person we have summoned here on oath to give us evidence. And that is according to our standing orders. Number 171, the 1 and 2. Clerk. The Constitution. No, let me finish so that I want to show you why we are here. We are just here not because of rumors. We are here properly, guided by the law. The Kenyan Constitution, which is a supreme law, Article 195. This is what it says. County Assembly powers to summon witnesses. A county assembly or any of its committees. So even the committees themselves, they have powers given by the Constitution. Has powers to summon any person to appear before it for the purpose of giving evidence or providing information. For the purposes of Clause 1, an assembly has the powers, same powers as the High Court of Kenya. High Court, we have those powers. We are summoning the county secretary in our capacity equivalent to the powers of the High Court. And as a result, there are consequences. So, enforce the attendance of witnesses and examining them on oath. We can enforce. We can have them arrested and brought them here. Compel the production of document. Issue a commission or request to examine witnesses abroad. So those are powers given by this is the Constitution, the supreme law of Kenya. Finish. Yes. You did it. What's the problem? I have not finished. So we have those powers and they are given by the supreme law of this land. Any other discussion, any other law that is inconsistent with this law, the supreme law, it is null and void. Any other law, whether it is statutes that have been emanated from this Constitution, and they are inconsistent with the supreme law of the land, they are null and void. So the supreme law of the county, the country of the nation, of this country of Kenya, has given us powers to do that. And we have no apologies to make to anybody. Then we have clerk, the other law. County Assembly's powers. So these are just statutes, but they get their powers from the Constitution. But it is good just to read them and understand them. Then we have the County Assembly's powers and privileges. Section 18 says at this: invitation and summoning of witnesses. A county assembly or its committees may invite or summon any person to appear before it for the purpose of giving evidence or providing any information, paper, book, record, or document in their possession or under the control of that person. And in this respect, a county assembly and its committee shall have the same powers as the High Court as specified under Article 195 of the Constitution. A summon issued under subsection 1 shall be issued by the clerk. That one will be repeated with the direction of the Speaker or the chairperson of the committee concerned. So, that be the position. I come to the issue of commenting on matters in court. As a lawyer, I know it is not procedural to comment on a matter that is in court because it is sub judice. You can't do that. So, the more members of the county assembly you carry information from the court, take it to the county assembly to have that discussion held here, you are making a very serious mistake, honorable members. And this is impunity. This is improper. And I want just to guide you going forward, avoid discussing matters that are in court. Completely. Because if they had not been mentioned in the letter, we would not have talked about them here. But you, the same members, our members are the same one who have carried those documents and taken them to the county secretary. So with that in mind, let's proceed. Honorable DS, Honorable Majority. Oh, you are the next, sorry, honorable members. Let me give him an opportunity. I had mentioned his name. Then we can proceed from there. Sorry.
First of all, Madam Speaker, I'd like to stand here to actually find it interesting why we are here. And we need to ask ourselves, why are we in this situation? And when you start asking yourself those fundamental questions, you will ask yourself, where are we heading? Why are we here? And where are we heading? As a chair, DU, first of all, some of the issues which are being sought from my CCM. As a chair and my committee, I am not unable to answer them. So I'm not incompetent to ask how many ward administrators have been employed and how many village managers have been employed. That's a very simple thing, which as a committee I should have done. So, number two, I would not have failed as a chair to answer number of ward administrators and village administrators
Honorable
employed since 2022.
Honorable Brian Kisila, have you listened to me when I was reading the law?
Madam Speaker, I am digesting my point. And now you are the chair.
You know, you are taking us back to where we have come
First of all, please remove the hat of the speaker and become the chair of this assembly.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are not the speaker now, you are the chair.
Yes, but the two are in
you
the same
chair.
person.
No,
But
no,
I'm
they're
telling you,
They are not.
listen to me. This is a decision we have already made before. We cannot keep on bringing back and forth the same matter we
Madam
said
Speaker,
that.
Madam Chair, you allowed to give me time as a member of this committee to digest my point. That's how chairs work. And don't intimidate me with laws. I know laws.
No, I have not intimidated
I've done commercial
you.
law. I've done commercial
No,
law.
I
I've
think
been
you
to
have
University of
to,
Nairobi.
you have
I
to
know
withdraw
law.
that statement.
Yeah,
Withdraw that statement. I'm not intimidating
of
you.
course you are. When you are telling me, I should
Withdraw the
follow.
statement.
Point of information, Madam Speaker.
Withdraw the statement.
What
Point
is
of
that?
information.
The intimidation part.
You are intimidating me by telling
Point
me.
of
I have not
information.
intimidated you.
Okay,
I have just told you the law.
I withdraw, but
Yes.
allow me to digest my points as a chair.
But don't take us where we have
Point
come.
of information.
As a chair, you will not
I
tell me
will
what
not
to do.
allow you to take us
You,
back.
as you are the chair.
Point of
please allow me
information.
To make a
digest.
decision.
Point of information.
Yes. Proceed, but don't take us to where we have come from.
Are you becoming a dictator?
No, you are now using another word of dictatorship. Withdraw it.
When
Point of
I am-
information.
Withdraw it. You can't
Point
use
of
a
information.
dictatorship on me.
Speaker, you are losing it. I tell you,
No.
you are losing
Point of
it.
order.
me.
Point of order,
If you
Madam
don't
Speaker.
remember-
Point of order, Madam
If you are
Speaker.
not
Yes, point of
careful,
order
you are
taken.
going to run this assembly down.
I think, Madam Speaker, I find it very disorderly. The member
is
on the
very
floor,
disorderly.
The member on the floor, by the way, first of all,
It
to
is very
initiate, to
disorderly.
initiate an exchange.
Yes.
First
with
and
the speaker.
foremost, I think he knows better that we are in a committee of the All House, and the committee of the All House is actually chaired by the Honorable Speaker, and it still has the same powers as if we were in plenary. Number two, Honorable Member Brian, Honorable Brian, you know, I am on the floor.
Order.
I am on the floor.
Order, members. Order.
Madam
Order,
Speaker,
members.
I am on the
Order.
floor.
Order.
I am.
Order,
This is not the
members.
plenary. This is a committee.
Order, members.
This is a committee. This is not plenary. Stop misleading us.
If you have a point to make, my brothers,
Just
be
ask.
as orderly as I have been.
Yeah.
Who has
Lie
given
to
you?
us. Don't lie to us.
I'm just saying,
Don't lie to us.
Madam Speaker,
Don't lie to
I
us.
am on the floor, and I do not,
Proceed.
I do not want.
And stop intimidating us. You also stop intimidating us. We are seeing the script. We can see the
We
script.
have order.
We can see the script.
Honorable
We know how it is
Ngunga,
scripted.
you were accorded time to
We can see
speak
the script.
and you were not
We
disturbed.
can see the script. We can see the script.
Sit
This is
down.
just a script.
We cannot all stand and start shouting. Honorable members.
Point of order.
Can we have order in this house? Can we have order in this house? You cannot stand up to start talking without permission of the speaker. Honorable Majority Leader, you cannot stand to start talking. Honorable DS, Honorable Lucky, you cannot start talking when I am being fair. I said you wait for Mheshimiwa Kisila to finish. Mheshimiwa Kisila had not finished. Mheshimiwa Ngunga stood up. Let's have one meeting and let's discuss our issues properly.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I will come back again. I want us to, with all due respect, let's become sober because we are honorable members. And when I'm digesting my point, I know where I'm leading into. Allow me to digest it. The brief here talks about ruling of the Speaker on the Committee of the Law House, the chairman. You made a ruling that we summon these CCMs to come to the Committee of the Law House. And that's my point. When you are making that ruling, I don't think you allowed members to vote so that we bring those members here. You made a ruling without voting. Number two, the issues which are here, which we are summoning these CCMs, are way within the mandates of the committees. Unless there is any other ulterior motive, we could have digested these matters within the committees and brought them here. Number three, the same committee of labor, which the Honorable Chair, I hope he's here, Vice Secretary is here, they have never brought a report to this assembly, even one day, on the wage bill we have been asking for. So, does it mean that the Committee on Labor is dead? Does it mean that the Committee on Labor could not have digested these issues and brought them to this assembly? Even if today, let me ask you a very simple question, unless it's another ulterior motive, even if those CCMs came here today, what information will we be having to interrogate them? When, and let me tell you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I always speak the truth. Love me, hate me. It has mama na ukweli, na hiyo ukweli naipelekanga mbali sana. When the chairman finance brought a report here, and he said, we have been asking for this information from the CCM finance, and he's not availing it. And I'm requesting the Committee of the House to summon the CCM finance so they can come. We did exactly that, and actually the CCM came here and he clarified the issue. My issue here, Madam Chair, is the procedure which we used to bring this motion here. The procedure, I find it very unprocedural. Number two, I find it having other ulterior motives. So my point is, before even summoning this CCM, Madam Speaker, and let me tell you, let us not lose our authority. Let us not lose our authority. And we continue like this, we are going to lose our authority as an assembly. If don't say it's okay. If it's okay with you, it's not okay with me. Don't shout. Don't shout at me. No. You see, this guy thinks Ngunga has reached a point. Honorable Ngunga.
Munataka ziende committee mupewe pesa. Ziende committee muabuteni pesa.
My point, if we want to lose authority as an assembly, let's go this direction. Number two, I am not addressing you, I'm addressing the chair. Yeah, I'm addressing the chair. And if you want to become uncouth, you can become uncouth, no problem. Everybody can become uncouth here. No. Yeah. What I'm
I
trying
don't
to
want
say,
that language around here.
yeah, but when he was talking, we listened to him.
Proceed.
When Mheshimiwa Ngunga was talking, we listened to him. Does it mean that he has other powers than us?
Honorable Ngunga, you desist from interfering.
No, I am not. I'm not.
Desist, both of you, from talking about each other.
I'm not talking about him.
Okay, proceed.
So the issue I'm bringing here is, we might lose our authority as an assembly. And this assembly works through committees. And the only way you can actually get information from the executive is through the committees. Unless one member of the executive has failed radically to provide the information, that's the time you can summon them to the Committee of the House. My last point is all of us know there are court orders. And even you, Madam Chair, you are the chair because of a court order. Let us respect court orders, because the minute we don't respect those orders, then we are not going anywhere. Because I respect, everybody respected them. If I have a court order, let it be respected. That's the only way. If you are if you are a house of order, and you are a house which makes laws, and you don't want to respect the laws, then no one will respect you. My last point is, if you ask me as Brian Kisila, a ranking member, I kind of feel we need to have a conversation. And we must have a conversation of where we want to go in the next 2 years. If you members want us to take this route, and those who are in the first assembly can attest to this, it has serious consequences on a lot of issues. We should engage the executive in a dignified way and find ways of resolving issues. As a committee chair, I have never summoned, and I have the highest number of chief officers. I have never summoned any chief officer or a minister, and they have failed to come to this assembly. They will come and they provide the information. If you give me this opportunity to give you this information, I'll give it within 24 hours. But look at us. We have wasted 2 days waiting. Committees are not meeting. We have a lot of serious issues facing our county, which we should be discussing in a committee level. We have the strike today. I asked my chairman, can't we engage and talk? We should be talking in the committees. We have revenue issues. We have other issues. We are just being brought to become a rubber stamp for somebody's other agenda. Personally, I don't want to be somebody else's agenda. If we want to follow the right procedure, let us follow it, Madam Speaker. And let me tell you, Madam Speaker, if you are going to, this assembly will go on record as one assembly which has grossly underperformed. I was in the second assembly. By now, we had delivered several bills sponsored by members. We had done a lot. But what is happening to us? Serious infightings which we don't need. We don't need. Madam Speaker, Madam Chair.
Can you address on the subject matter?
No.
I'm
on it. I'm on it.
Yeah, don't digress.
Yeah, I'm on it. And let me advise you. I'm older than you, and I've got a gray hair.
You don't need to advise me. I am the speaker.
Let me advise you.
I am the speaker, and I am equipped with knowledge.
No.
Yes.
None of us has monopoly of knowledge.
There is no
Even a
issue
small
of
baby can
age
advise
inside
you.
this.
Let me advise you, Madam Speaker, you, as your member, and as someone who has stood with you, let me advise you. And I'm a Christian, fellow Catholic like
The
you.
subject matter
No,
is not the
I
speaker.
am advising
Excuse
you.
me. The subject matter is not the speaker. It is the business of the House.
Good.
Speaker is only a presiding
okay.
officer. Please
I am requesting you.
remove
I'm respecting
me from discussing me before
you.
this
You are
House.
part of it.
No, I'm just a presiding person.
No, you are becoming.
You
part
are the
of this.
people who debate. You are the people who sit in the committee.
No.
You are the member.
If you, as a father of a house or a mother of a house, if you lead the house in the wrong way, if you lead your home in the wrong direction, or listen to other people who are misadvising you, and you let your house crash, you are the one who is solely held accountable. What I'm asking.
Anyway.
Let me sit
please
down. I want to sit down.
Sit down and stop discussing the speaker.
I am
Stop
requesting
discussing the
you.
chair.
I'm requesting you and all members. My late mother used to tell me one thing. Eta mutwenzama. Watwete mutwenzama. Let us reason together. We need to sit down somewhere and have a conversation. Lakini tukiendelea hivi, leo mundu kweza kwamba kwi.
All right, let me make a ruling on the
Madam
discussion
Speaker.
made by
Madam
the
Speaker.
Honorable Brian Kisila. Before I give you an opportunity.
Madam Speaker.
Wacha nimalize Mheshimiwa, a ruling I want to make on the issue.
Make ruling.
Madam Speaker, I don't know
Wanted to
why.
make a
And
ruling.
why would she be the one speaking before I speak and I've been raising
Honorable,
my hand?
Sasa utashindana na mtu mdogo kama mimi majority.
Hapa tuko the same member. Tuko hapa ni honorable members wako, si umri. If you are going to speak, I will speak first because I was the one on the floor.
Let me make a ruling.
Okay, sawa.
Yeah, both of you. And I want to make a ruling on the issue of raised by Honorable Kisila. This House is mandated to do oversight over the executive, to ensure that an implementation is done, and it is done in the right way, and there is accountability. Now, when a member raises up and takes us back to where it all started, by saying that committees are not unable to do the work they have been given to do, especially the Committee on Labor. By the time I was making the ruling to resolve to have General Oversight Committee, we had analyzed this matter and we had made our conclusion that we go the direction of General Oversight Committee. And it was on that basis, I want to finish what I'm saying, members. And it was on that basis that we summoned these members of the executive. Order members, order members, order members, order members. We agreed that we summon members of the executive. Some of us have gone to tell the executive that they will not appear before us because of a court case that is pending before the court. And I want to tell you, members, that the court cases that are going on have nothing to do with the General Oversight Committee of Machakos County Assembly. And I hereby want to request you to desist from taking us back to the issue of a committee listening to this matter that is before us. We left there and I made a ruling and it is concluded. Any member who will raise this issue from now onwards is going to be out of order. Yes. No, I don't want to be asked a question. Honorable Majority Leader, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'll start by saying you cannot, as a chair, be patronizing. You cannot tell me not to say what is in my head. I'm going to say it.
But you can't say when we have already made
No, you cannot let other people say what is in their mind, and when it is convenient to the chair and some group of people, you start directing us. I am not one person. Look.
You say what you wanted to say so that we can know whether it is sub judice.
Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, don't reduce this committee to a drama where you as the director of the drama prefer some cast members and not other members. If you are going to make it a drama, let us all of us participate.
Honorable member, I've given you an opportunity to
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Debate or to comment on this issue.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes.
The issue of us discussing whether there is court order or not on the basis of what is happening in this house today cannot be out of question, because first of all, you have read us so many correspondences referring to court orders. So when you tell me not to refer to the court orders, you are limiting my notes. I already made a lot of notes in regard to the same court orders.
What I have just said is that you cannot comment on a matter that is before the court.
But already members have commented. I am before a committee of the...
To show you that what the county secretary is talking about, members have written. Let me finish. I only have one mouth.
Look, Madam Chair.
I've said,
yes.
This is what I have said, that it is illegal to comment on matters before the court. But you members just went to tell the executive to ride on a court case that is in court. And then it was attached. And I went through and said the members who had advised the county secretary not to appear before us together with the other CCM members of the executive today based on that letter. I just read that. What's wrong with that?
Thank you,
reading
Madam
what has
Speaker.
been written?
Madam Speaker, I'm a proud member of Stephen Nzue and 13 others. The reason I'm saying that is because we went to court and sought court orders. And the court granted us orders. And we went back to our council to tell our council that the court orders have not been complied with. So our council...
My question is, what does that court order got to do with summoning of members to come before the court?
I want to build my case. We went back to our council. Our council said, we cannot force someone to obey a court order. What we can do is file for contempt of court orders. Our council did the same. And in our engagement, because we have to discuss, I'm not discussing the court case with anyone else. I'm discussing it with my council. The council asked, and our business being transacted? Yes. So he advised us to complain to him. And then the council directed the county secretary. We did not write the letter to the county secretary. It is our council. So as far as we are concerned, we are following up the matter of court with our council. And we are awaiting court rulings. We will never interfere with the court. That's the best we can say.
The issue is, Honorable Member, because you are one of the 13.
And a proud member of 13.
What does the court order have got to do with the committee, General Oversight Committee? Nothing, completely.
May I answer?
Nothing.
May I answer?
Yes.
Among the issues raised, what we wanted to know from the court is that the House Business Committee and any other committees, before the determination of the matter, the status quo be maintained. I sit in the House Business Committee. I know the court granted that. Members who used to sit there stay there until the matter is determined. But the orders were issued, of course. The order is here. We have the orders. We have the orders.
No, those are prayers. Those are prayers.
And what I'm saying, you asked me what it has to do.
Point of information.
You asked me to ask what it has to do with General Oversight Committee.
Point of information.
I don't want to be informed unless he wants to inform the House.
No, proceed.
I have been asked to proceed. So, Madam Speaker, what I'm saying is the matter before the House passed through the House Business Committee. It was voted by the House Business Committee, which, in my opinion, as a proud member of Stephen Nzue and 13, thinks is poorly constituted or illegally constituted. That is
properly constituted.
Madam Chair, my council.
I am the chair of that committee.
But I acknowledge that.
Properly constituted.
But my council is telling me otherwise.
You see, your council is your council.
You are using quack council. A quack council.
Point of information. Point of information.
Is the chair the judge?
Madam Chair, point of information.
The judge is saying status quo be maintained. Status quo be maintained until the matter is determined.
Point of
information.
Yes, a lawyer. A counsel is a lawyer.
Point of
information.
information.
Like PK, tell us.
You see what you have allowed this to?
Point of information. Point of information, Madam Chair.
Proceed.
Chair, please protect me.
Proceed.
And that is why I'm saying this looks like a cast. That you can allow some members to be so rowdy while I'm on the floor.
I have given you an opportunity and you keep on accusing me. What's your problem?
No, I don't have any problem. Mheshimiwa Ngonga, you seem to be feeling so much cold. Please get some hot cup of tea. Thank you. You are in cold, I can see.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, just number one, Mheshimiwa Ngonga, through the chair, said that he is very bitter.
No, leave Mambo. Just say what you wanted to say.
I surely will not be. So the substantive matter, Madam Chair, the substantive matter before this House is an invitation that was extended to the executive.
That is what you should have started with. These others are ultra-biased.
The substantive matter before this House is an invitation to the executive, a few members of the executive, to appear before this House. But when the country secretary, did the reply, he had a rider that he has been advised by their legal team. And at this point, I want to say there's no vacuum in the legal office of the county executive. We have a substantive Solicitor General who is working as a legal counsel. So this issue of there is ghost workers in that department doesn't appear.
And I didn't see her advisory.
I'm saying as far as concerned,
yes,
there's no vacuum. I heard a member say that. So what I'm saying is, the rider was, until matters before the court are determined. Nobody has refused to appear here. But they do not want, from their point of view, to continue finding themselves in legal pitfalls that in future might affect the operations. Suffice to say,
point of order.
Suffice to say,
point of order, Madam Speaker.
Suffice to say, Madam Chair.
Point of order. Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Suffice to say that there are things that were brought before the House Business Committee. They were committed to various committees. They were brought to this house, and they were passed. Why? The county secretary is the principal advisor to the executive. And before then, there were no summons against the county secretary. And once he was able to receive the summons, he was able to deduce that we need to seek legal advice from the office of the Solicitor General and any other quarters, because he doesn't want to mislead the government. So there was nothing wrong in passing what came in this house, except that in the first summons, the county secretary was not part of the summons. So nobody has refused, no executive committee member has refused to come here. But are they going to find themselves answering questions that you might be there illegally? What they are asking, and what we are asking is that let the matters before any court of law that could touch on the operation of the...
Do you know why the Solicitor General did not write any advisory?
Sorry?
Do you know why she never gave any
To tell
advisory?
us what she has said, Madam Speaker.
She hasn't written anything. Listen, advising yes, that's what I'm saying. She never advised. Let me finish on the body, yes. Yes. I'm saying, do you know why the Solicitor General did not write any letter or advisory? It is because it is unnecessary. It doesn't hold any water to start mentioning about composition of committees in the assembly so that you can appear before them.
Continue, Madam Speaker.
That's why we don't have that advice. It is a very incompetent lawyer who has written this advisory. Extremely.
I don't have a measure of whether the lawyer is competent or not.
I can tell I'm a lawyer because of what he has written here.
We have seen bad lawyers before, and we know them for who they are, Madam Speaker.
So proceed, but just to know that is the reason. And this advisory from a lawyer, it is an incompetent advisory. Because
I don't have
anything to do with court cases has nothing to do with inviting executive here to be oversight.
And I am saying I do not have a meter to measure the competency of any lawyer, but I know I have seen worse or worst lawyers. And
we are talking about you, a lawyer.
No, I don't have a meter to measure the competence.
Madam Speaker, point of order, Madam Speaker.
Proceed.
Madam Speaker,
if you are finished,
I am saying, let us uphold the structure of the assembly. Yeah. Please, I am begging of you, as the head of institution.
No, you want to attack me again?
No, no. Look.
Don't attack me. Don't address me.
But you do not know what I'm about to say.
Tell
you do not
this house. Tell this committee what you want to say about these summons. That's all.
Okay, let me say this. The ideal structure would be that anything would start from committee level. If the committee is not competent, we would be the first to know because we interact with them. If there's something too heavy for them, we have an ideal example of Mheshimiwa Chair of Finance who brought the matter before this house. You know, I've had a member say he's daring the CCM agriculture. He's daring the CCM
devolution. That if they don't come here, sijui atawafanyia nini. So the sole purpose of inviting CECM and chief officers and the chairman is to humiliate them. So this has become a humiliation parade for the county executive. Nothing else. It's a humiliation parade. And if you want that to be, some of us are not going to be part of the cast. I've said that. So let us be keen to uphold the structure. I am a member of the Labour Committee. The Honorable Vice Chair is there. We are asking when we are in the wrong committee. These are trivial matters, very little. Even the newest member of this, ata ule aongeangi, can just, I don't know, do what. So let us uphold. In effect, the Labour Committee in this matter is the one on trial. They don't bring quarterly reports. They don't bring annual reports. They have not complained before. And we know that. So the Labour Committee is part and parcel of the problem, if there is any problem. So let us strive, and especially the layers on the committee. Please, let us not kill committees, of course, through the speaker. I've heard, and this is not for here, but I have to say it. I've heard a member say we are spending more than 200 million on employing 400 members of staff. Can you just do those maths? That if we average, each member is earning 500,000 a month, surely hiyo pesa itatoka wapi kwa hii county? Hata kama ni propaganda, si ikuwe propaganda iko na akili mzuri kidogo. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable DS. I have not given you an opportunity, Lucky. I know you. You know I will.
Madam Chair, I think I'm the one on the floor.
You are.
Madam Chair, I think the issues that we are dealing with right now as an assembly, it's like we've even lost everything. We are talking of the CCM, the CAs, and the County Public Service Board maybe not coming to the assembly. But to my worry is we already have got a response from the executive, which is here. As an assembly, we should be asking ourselves how we are going to respond to this response from the executive.
No, we can't.
As an assembly, because yes, they've already talked to the assembly. Madam Speaker, this is a response from the executive.
I'm telling you, as the chair of this committee, it is unnecessary.
Because, Madam Speaker, you see, you realize this, we are talking about 14 members of this county assembly who maybe went to that extent to the other side and give this advice that, yes, we've got an assembly, we've got committees that are not well constituted. Their claim or their basis was very, very well outlined in the courts. And what we are having here is court orders. These are determinations from the High Court that we are referring to. These are determinations. We do not need we do not even need to be advised by anyone because these are court order. And we cannot start analyzing a court order. What did the court order say? The court order that were given, number 2 was saying what was granted to these members, the 14 members, because they are trying to get justice. The reason why they went there is because they are not getting justice in this assembly. And as an assembly, unless and until, Madam Speaker, we stick to the rule of law, we may keep on calling the executive, Madam Speaker.
There is something I want you to realize.
It is good, Madam Speaker. It is written. I just want to read what was granted to these members.
But let me tell you, let me advise you that it is unnecessary to peg
these members, including myself, we want to get justice, Madam Speaker. We want to get justice.
You will not get justice from the executive.
And if we can't get it here, where else can we get? We are not getting justice here.
Let me tell you.
Because the structures of these assemblies are no longer working, Madam Speaker. I'll give you an example, Madam Speaker. I'll give you an example.
Don't peg the
Madam Chair, I'll give you Madam Speaker, I'll give you. Just allow me, I give you an example, Madam Chair. Let me give you an example as to why me as a person, I had also to go and give that advisory to that other side. I'll give you an example. Here, when Honorable Mary Kituku sits in the Committee on Powers and Privileges, That's a position that had been donated by the members of Wiper.
Point of information,
to
Madam
a
Speaker.
member of UDA.
Point of information.
Yeah, we know we donated. No, stop it, my Honorable Gunga. You want your time. Allow
Honorable
me.
DS.
No.
Let the information be given to you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Can
I would
have a
like
seat.
to inform the honourable member
Have a
that
seat.
that is out of order to talk about issues of UDA party where he does not belong. He doesn't have our colors. He doesn't know our philosophies. Let him concentrate with the issues of Wiper Front Party. Number two, on issues of saying that the seat was donated by Wiper, that by itself, Madam Speaker, the honourable member should withdraw. Our position there was given through constituting of members on issues of ratio. Therefore, we were in that committee as a duly party representatives. We are in that committee, Madam Speaker. Number three, on issues of these members, we are talking about the Stephen Zui Mwandi and others. Madam Speaker, let it be known to this assembly that on issues of assembly parties, they cannot be determined by court and they cannot be determined by individual member. If there is a communication to be made by UDA party, we made our communication and we told you that the UDA party has removed certain member from our committee. It is the same UDA party. If you have orders, go and serve UDA party, so that now the UDA party can serve Honorable Speaker and the Speaker can communicate to the House. Leave this nonsense.
Thank you.
Proceed on.
Thank you. Honorable Gunga, kindly. Honorable, what are you telling me now?
Maybe this should generate to whatever they want. It should generate to whatever they want. If they want us to shout, we have mouths to shout.
Honorable Ngunga.
Mbona una interfere? Wewe kwenda.
Honorable Ngunga.
Ukitaka igenerate hiyo tutagenerate hiyo. Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker, the honorable PK, please, Madam Speaker.
Honorable PK
Madam Speaker.
requested to,
yes,
to say something.
I'm
Yes.
just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the honorable PK have used very unparliamentary language, nonsense. That is a very, even if you're and you are the chair of chair. I mean, Speaker.
Honorable.
No, I'm asking the chair. If you want us to go that direction, we will go.
Honorable member, you use the word nonsense.
Madam
Withdraw.
Speaker, Madam Speaker, the opposite.
Withdraw.
Yes, I would like to withdraw.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, the opposite of wise is otherwise. Thank you. I withdraw.
Madam Speaker.
Proceed, honorable member.
Madam Speaker, I will still insist that as an assembly, we need to have structures, and the assembly structures has to do whatever it's supposed to be doing. And that's why you will hear the honorable member saying that is it is a Huda position. What I'm saying is, it is a Wiper position.
No,
allow me finish. You'll have your time. And I gave you time.
What is Huda?
I gave you time.
Honorable
Relax.
PK, please.
Just relax. Honorable PK, relax.
Keep quiet.
Just relax. And I know 100% you are aware and you are sure of what I'm talking about. In fact, you are the one who did that mess on that particular position. It is not a Huda position. I'm talking about Wiper position. That Wiper and donated. If we had good structures, we could, members of Wiper and all the party, all the assembly parties needs to go and sit and recheck on that position. That is how we can come out of where we are now, Madam Speaker. Otherwise, if changes were made and there was no Wiper representative in those changes, how do you expect the Wiper members to be comfortable? It is something that I know. I'm the chair of chairs, and I know that position belongs to Wiper. So Wiper was supposed to make those changes. Or maybe if the changes were to be done, it was supposed to be done when the Wiper leadership is there. Something that was done, and that is why these members went to court to get some justice. After going to court, justice was not served to them here in this assembly. They had to go and seek for contempt, which again they were granted. And the same courts. I'm worried that Honorable PK is saying the courts cannot do, cannot do what, when he is a lawyer, he himself. And that is where you're expecting to be working. As an assembly, we need and we must respect these court rulings and orders for any institution to prosper. So, Madam Speaker, what I'm saying is...
Honorable DS, I want to comment something on that issue of, when it comes to, just don't go, just stay there. When it comes to issues of parties, there's a court called dispute, political parties dispute tribunal.
Yes, I know.
That is where
I know.
your
On this one,
have gone.
Madam Speaker, on this one, I'm not speaking about parties. This is an assembly matter where we all know assembly parties and their strengths and how positions are supposed to be given. So it is not about party now on this one.
Is any
This
change
particular
that
one.
occurred, it is the tribunal to determine that.
No, Madam Speaker, this is an assembly matter. It is through our standing orders. It is written in our standing orders. Let us just go in our standing orders.
Yeah, I'm just telling you as a lawyer.
Madam Speaker, it is in our standing orders, Madam Speaker.
You have sought my advice. I gave you my advice and you didn't hear me.
Madam Speaker, we've got standing orders that guided us, in fact, even to slot ourselves this in committees. We've got the standing orders. That is what we followed. And that is what I'm saying. If leadership or membership of these parties could sit and agree on that particular position, I am telling you, an Honorable PK knows that we would get the correct position. And that correct position is that was a wiper position. It was a wiper position, not for UDA. So those are some of the issues that we feel should be addressed in this House, Madam Speaker. If we could respect the rule of law, and Madam Speaker, as an assembly, let us also be honest to ourselves. Some of the things, I will also come back to...
I want you to tag that together with the invitation.
Sorry?
I want you to tag it to the invitation.
Yeah, of course, Madam Speaker, I said we've got 14 members of this county assembly that, in fact, are trying to get justice or a platform to express themselves, whereby at least it has materialized. Now we are speaking about it. We not have a head position or any platform to address this issue, Madam Speaker. And now it is being addressed here. At least to me, I'm feeling that now I got a platform where I can express myself.
What I'm asking you, I want you to tag the invitation
to Madam Speaker
by the executive
on the
committee issues.
Yes. How do they
Please
come
to tag it along? I want to get it.
You see, Madam Speaker, we are dealing with a statement. The statement was passed, all approved, balloted at House Business Committee. House Business Committee has been tagged in these court orders. Who are the memberships of those committees?
How does that stop the county secretary from appearing before this committee?
And I said it earlier, Madam Speaker.
How does that stop the county secretary from appearing before us?
In fact, it has not stopped him coming here. And we do not have anywhere saying that he will not come. What he said is... What he is saying is he has been advised by members of the assembly that the committee that is inviting them is not well constituted. Let's ask ourselves, then can we move out, reorganize ourselves properly, and then invite them? They will come. Madam Speaker, let it be on record that we've never called there is no particular time when we called or invited the executive in this assembly and failed to come. They've never failed to bring any information required in this House.
Tell them they will not show us how we are going to work here.
No, but again, even also the procedure, Madam Speaker, even the procedure that we used, you know, the statement was sought by Honorable Ngunga. After Honorable Ngunga, only Honorable Monga debated about that and said that he feels his committee is not competent enough to handle that matter. And you made the ruling immediately. We did not discuss that. What is the feeling of members? You ought to have asked other members, do you have any other route that we could handle that matter? But instead, only Honorable Ngunga raised a statement, Honorable Monga said that he is not able, and you made a ruling. You made a ruling. It is not that was not a resolution of the assembly. I think it's something that had been agreed elsewhere and brought here in the assembly, and we made such resolutions.
The Speaker's ruling is final?
Madam Speaker, we've been elected. Also give members time also to ventilate and make resolutions, Madam Speaker. There is a way and route that we are supposed to use. Because if things will just be forced and Just ask yourself, Madam Speaker. Dealing with 9 members, senior revenue officers, whom we know very well. It's not that, in fact, this house is being just brought down by one single member because of a certain interest that we know. And those executive, those members of executive you are talking about are the members who has been senior revenue officers for the last 8 years. This count has never collected more than 1.5 billion when they are in those positions. Now that they were redeployed, Machakos county has collected over 2.2 billion shillings. And those are now the members who are taking us around here, not of any other issue. That is only, we are only dealing with 9 members. And in the 9 members, it's a particular person whom somebody is trying to see where this person should be deployed. Let us go to that direction. Let us ask ourselves, is it, how did we come to the conclusion that, just Honorable Kataka. You see, Madam Speaker, you see, Madam Speaker, you see, you ask yourself, what prompted this assembly to say that the County Public Service Board, and there is some noise, Madam Speaker, behind me.
Honorable Majority and Deputy Majority Leader.
Sorry?
Stop that discussion.
It is okay. It is okay.
Allow members.
I know what this discussion is about. Madam Speaker, ask yourself.
Oh, you know.
Madam Speaker, ask yourself.
Sorry?
Madam Speaker, ask yourself. What prompted the assembly, what prompted this assembly to call the County Public Service Board? At the same time, we want the CS here. And at the same time, we also want the CCM devolution here. What prompted us to all that? A member sorted for a statement, an information that he did not know, and then we start picking on how many members of the executive should come here, just to respond to a simple matter of nine senior revenue staffs and 300 or 200 other members of the executive. What prompted us? Nothing. So let us be honest to ourselves, plan well, and the executive is ready. We know it is ready. It has been coming to this assembly, bringing any information required to this account assembly, and we'll move on, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Go advise them to come before the county assembly.
I'm not the advisor. I'm only seeking to get
advising them.
No. I'll do another. If justice is not served, Madam Speaker, I will advise again.
But we shall continue with our work uncowed down, without manipulation, without fearing anything. We just do the work that we have been given by the Constitution to do. Thank you. Honorable Paul Wambua.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
I've seen the discussion.
I have sat and listened to discussions from both sides of the divide. And Madam Speaker, while each side feels like the other is as cards under the table, I would have preferred if we were having this discussion when the information that had been sought was already presented to the House through either writing, and then they would say, we will come some other time, but first, the information you needed is this. Because that's very simple. As the majority says, the number of people employed, that is very simple. They would have sent that information in writing and then say, probably, we will come some other time. Or we will not come because of 1, 2, 3. But whether coming or not, that information should have been provided to this House. Madam Speaker, this information is not just about 9 senior revenue officers. I have village admins in Kibaoni Ward. Yesterday evening, they confirmed to me that they have not gotten letters of redeployment. Those people are not working, yet they are getting salaries. Madam Speaker, we have so many youths who are not employed in this county and who are more qualified than most of these people that are currently earning salaries. What are we training those people, those Gen Zs, who can see people who are employed, not working, but earning. What impact does it have to this county? While we are currently grappling with the issue of nurses who want either promotions, which comes with some monetary value, and they cannot get it, while there are people who are at home and are earning from the county coffers, Madam Speaker. I think this House needs to sober up. Issues of advising the executive on which committee is well constituted or otherwise, issues of advising the CCM finance on when or whether to give funds to this assembly, although we are past that at this level, those issues, members, are very backward issues. We are an assembly that is an arm that is independent of any other arm of this government. We are an arm that is equal to the High Court of Kenya, Madam Speaker. And therefore, we need some respect. Even if we are supporting the executive, there are better ways to do that. We would have advised them to give that information so that we proceed. It doesn't matter whether the discussion to call these people came from the whole House or from the committee. It's information that is needed to this House, Madam Speaker. Finally, Madam Speaker, today I thought it would be a very happy day, a day full of activity, as cold as it is. That's why I came in rubber shoes. We need, members, we need to calm down, cool down temperatures, because at the end of the day, we have work to do. We have people to serve. These people ask us questions every day. And when they ask us questions every day, the executive is not there to answer for you. You answer them on yourself. We are forced to cover. Honorable Chair, Education. On the weekend, I was forced to cover for your department. Why they have not given bursaries to my ward? Because it's me on the ground. Madam Speaker and members, let us know that we have a duty to serve. And whichever way we look at things, whichever way, it doesn't matter whoever we support. We are here to serve people. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Kitaka. Then the Honorable Dawa, sorry for...
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to say...
Honorable Lucky will be the last one. Huko mwisho.
Okay.
Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is always good to have a discussion with the intention at least to achieve a particular goal. I want to imagine and to believe that the purpose, the reason as to why we are discussing what we are talking about, the invitation of the executive to the assembly, is very meaningful to get information, but not to look for defamation of anybody or to be erosive. Honorable members, what is of importance to us as honorable members is to ask ourselves, is wisdom really having its space in this House? If the intention of every member from every respective ward is to serve your people, represent them, oversight also the executive, let us have a small conversation within ourselves and ask yourself, Honorable Kitaka, whatever you are doing in this assembly, is it of meaning to your people that you represent here? I should not have a duty to advance an agenda maybe that touches on our honorable chair, the executive, the honorable members, But ask yourself, because a responsibility that you have been granted, one day you will be answerable to it. So let us set aside all these side shows, whether you know to speak, you know English, whether it is from England or US. No, I'm serious. Can we give a reason to our people of Machakos County? A reason that they can sit and say, yes, we elected members to represent us in that assembly. We will never have a perfect executive. We will never. But it is also important to know that if we have to criticize, let it be very positive. Criticize and give directions. Criticize and give solutions. So that at least while we are living, because one day we will live, people will sit and say, when Honorable Ngunga was serving, really made a mark in our people. So, please, we have an issue here that is of importance, but again, let us also give our committees powers that they deserve. The Committee of Labor should have seized that opportunity to seek the information, bring it in this assembly, and then based on what they have reported, we pick it from there, Honorable Chair. If we do that, we will not see, you will not look at me like you don't trust me. You will not look at the other member like you have an issue with that member. Honorable members, we have a long way to go. We have a very long way to go. Can we sit, have a conversation that is meaningful to serve our people? Forget about the positions that we are seeking. Forget about the positions that we have. One time, one day, you will not have that position. Make use of it and let us have a positive impact on it. Honorable members, I implore you, let us put our county first. Criticize me, correct me, in a view that you want me to be better. If I have a problem with my chair, let me approach her and say, my chair, unanifinya hapa. It is important. So that once we leave that gate, we will also be friends and acquaintances because we have much to do in the future. God bless you. Thank you.
Very sober discussion there, Honorable Kitaka. I'm very grateful for that kind of direction you have taken. Thank you very much. It is always, as a family, to do things without accusation, counter-accusation of each other. There's no need of attacking the chair all the time, the speaker, every time. Mpeleka kotini, mfanye hii. Anyway, I don't want to digress. Honorable Ndawa, after you, Honorable Rose Mulu, you will be after Honorable Ndawa. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Today I will be very brief. I will be very brief. And I will start by saying now we have spent more than 2 hours. Yeah? 3 hours. And the fact of the matter is that, the truth of the matter is that we had invited some officers and they have not attended. And we are here now spending 3 hours and we are likely to spend another 3 hours. And the person we require is not present. Honorable Speaker, if the accused is not in court, the court does not proceed. If the accused is not in court, the court does not proceed. And Honorable Speaker, this is a house of number ones. When we went to Mua, looking for an MCA, Mheshimiwa Ngunga managed to be number one. Matu Dawa, number one. Every other member, number one. When we were looking for a speaker, number one. So this is a house of number ones. How can number ones spend 6 hours depending on a matter which one party is not present? Honorable Chair, now we need to come back to our senses. We need to come back to our senses. And Honorable Chair, sometimes I said that it's only a person who taught a cheetah where to attack a goat. One time, cheetah pounced on a goat and got hold of the leg. Noise was made. The cheetah ran and let the goat free. The goat survived. The owner of the goat said, if the cheetah and a knee touched the neck, the goat would not have survived. The second day, went to another part of the body. The owner of the goat said, if the neck is the one who was attacked, the goat would not have survived. Honorable Chair, where am I coming now? From where we started, you took us through a letter which was very long, which was citing issues of court, which was citing issues of court orders. And Honorable Chair, when those orders came, the office of the Speaker requested for an opinion. And as you are reading us, you are taking us through Article 195, you said the assembly is equivalent to an high court. The orders came from an high court, coming to an assembly of the same status. So you opened that chance of opinion. Now the other court, which is the assembly, which is the other side, because of this trend which has come for the opinion, they have now gone to the need resort for opinion. So, Honorable Speaker, the problem we are, this is our own making. It is our own making. And that is why I'm saying we must come back to our senses. In fact, we would have been saying now, what is the way forward? Honorable Speaker, if somebody offends you, you don't go to the Supreme Court. You start from lower court upward to the Supreme Court. If there are issues concerning labor, before we come to General Oversight Committee, the Labor Sectoral Committee should have addressed that matter. And if it is not able to dispense that matter, that is the time it can come back to this House. I sit in the Finance Committee, and we end some issues back. We reported to this House that we had some challenges in getting information. And that is how we managed to bring the relevant person before the committee. We have not seen any sign of the Labour Committee trying to address the matter. And Honorable Speaker, it is good to say the truth. The issue of labor is because of the chair who has a brother who has been removed from the Kwale, taken to another department. That is why the chair is very bitter about the issue of employment. If the chair has what we call conflict of interest, the best thing can do is to say, because I have interest in this, let me step aside, then my vice chair to take up the matter. I don't need any information. Honorable Kabi, I don't need information. You end your time. You end your time. You end your time and nobody.
Be given information, please.
Madam Speaker, Madam Chair, I'm not informing the member. I want to inform the committee, because every speaker after speaker who have spoke, they are trying to create an illustration that it's like it was a crime, it was wrong to invite the CCM, the chair, board, and the county secretary to the General Oversight Committee. But Madam Speaker, if we look at our standing order 189C, which talks about the General Oversight Committee, the standing orders are very clear on the composition. But it is also very clear on who should preside over the General Committee. And part 3 of it says the function of the General Oversight Committee shall be to interrogate County Executive Committee members or any other authorized person on matters of great county importance and other matters that cut across committees. So, Madam Speaker, if you look at the nature of the statement, a bigger part of it weighs on the side of the Labour Committee. There is also aspect part of staff under finance who are affected, and we have also DU, which is headed by CCM devolution, that is affected. So the standing order are very clear on which direction should be taken when such scenario occurs. So nobody is undermining the Labour Committee. It is very able, and it's very able to execute the mandate. But our standing order are very clear. So even as we debate, let it be clear that the House, the Machakos County Assembly, never made any mistake by requesting the mentioned parties to appear. And also, Madam Speaker, the people who are affected are sons and daughters of Machakos. So there might be differences among ourselves, and it is not a crime that the person Honorable Mwande refers to, and also I've heard Honorable Ndawa mention them, the brother to Honorable Monga. It is not a crime to be a staff in Machakos County when your brother is an honorable member in this house. The same people who are making those allegations, their wives, their brothers, and sisters are working for the same county. And it's also wrong for Honorable Ndawa to mislead the House. The person affected was a sub-county revenue officer, the 9 officers. So when you are a sub-county revenue officer, your role is assigned to oversee revenue collection within a sub-county. It is not a quarry. So let's not tarnish names of sons and daughters of Machakos just for relevance. So that is the only part I wanted to inform the committee. So that we also, because these are people who were employed procedurally, and when you move somebody from one role, you don't just suspend them.
Honorable Ngunga, please. Let's have one.
You don't just suspend somebody. If you talk of having reassigned somebody, you reassign them to a role. Nobody is complaining that they were moved from revenue, but when they were reassigned from revenue, where were they taken? Because the issue that we are having is an issue of them earning salary from the county coffers, and they are not performing any specific role. And it's the same case that is affecting our ward administrators and village administrators. They are new replacements, but before you replace somebody, you must reassign the people who are serving that role. So let's not mix issues, and also let's not be personal about people who are affected. There is no crime for them being a sibling. Honorable Monga.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
It is Honorable Ndawa who was on
I just want to follow up on what Mheshimiwa Kavyo is saying, if you allow.
Okay.
And I want to actually to make a reference
Okay.
to the point of order that he has just talked about. That the function, that is 189C, 3, the function of the General Oversight Committee shall be to interrogate County Executive Committee members or any other authorized person on matters of great county importance. And I want us to underline that. Matters of great county importance and other matters that cut across committees. I am just wondering, is deployment of staff a matter of county importance? Don't we have more pressing issues? In effect, the honorable member is telling us, members of the Labour Committee, that we are not competent enough, including our chair and the vice chair, to handle such a small matter as to discuss deployment of 8 senior revenue officers, some ward administrators, and village administrators earning monies which they purport is irregular or waste of public funds. I want us at least to realize from where I sit that this was not intended to get that information, because there, and I speak for me as a member of the Labour Committee, then I don't know why we need the Labour Committee if it cannot handle such a small and trivial matter. What I'm saying is, I do not consider this matter of any or matter of great county importance to warrant it to be discussed at the General Oversight Committee. I don't see it as such.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Ndao.
Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Maybe
Honorable
just a
Kathy has
second.
spoken more than 5 times.
Just a second.
More than 5 times.
Madam
surely.
Chair.
That's why we are saying you are not being fair.
No, 5 times.
That is why you are not. We are saying
Madam Chair.
That is being selfish.
I have a right of response.
No,
He
I
has
was addressing the
responded
chair.
to me.
I was addressing the
responding to
chair.
me.
The entire day.
I was addressing the chair.
It
It is only the chair who has a right of response.
Madam
I was
Chair.
addressing the chair. I was not addressing the Honorable Kavyu.
Madam Chair.
I was addressing the chair. Chair, if you cede your position of a right to reply, then how are you going to run this house?
Honorable Member,
Yes.
please have a seat.
Madam Chair.
Honorable Kavyu has a seat. Honorable Ndawa, proceed.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you, Madam Chair. As I was contributing, I have come to remember some of my previous speakers who spoke before me, Honorable Chair. One, Honorable Ngunga, cited the chair of the Public Service Board not having proper papers. Honorable Chair, that is an
Contribute only
Yes.
to the matter before us, please.
If we
We are
don't,
going to digress.
yes, if we don't talk
drag
about
each
that,
other issues.
we will have confused the residents of Machakos because this thing is life.
No,
Honorable Chair,
please, Honorable Member,
yes,
restrict yourself to the
okay.
matters at hand. Yeah.
Honorable Chair, I'm saying that the Labour and DU committees are competent enough.
Thank you.
And if they are not competent enough, this is the high time we should disband the 2 committees and have members who are competent. And in case any member of a committee has conflict of interest, he or she should declare that interest and let the matter be discussed by other members, because the committee has a set quorum that can handle a certain matter. Honorable Speaker, when Mheshimiwa Kisila was contributing here, he did make an application that he be given the issues that belong to his committee, and he promised
Honorable
that.
Member, he cannot be given any issues. I have told you before, and I keep on reminding you members, I made a ruling on this matter in the floor of the House that this matter is going to go before General Oversight Committee. And we are now discussing it. Why have we gone back? And I have kept repeating even to Honorable DS here, Honorable Majority, let's not go back to the issues that we have already made a ruling on, because the Speaker's ruling is final.
Okay.
I did it on the floor of the House. I was not even chairing a committee. Yes. What? You're taking me back to this issue?
No.
No. Honorable DS, have a seat.
Madam Speaker,
Have a seat.
I'm holding our standing orders that should guide us, Madam
have a
Speaker.
seat, have a seat.
Because there is an issue that I just wanted to read.
No, Honorable.
Okay, then members, you can read
DS.
standing order number 176.
Thank you, Madam Chair. If we are not careful, it will be.
We have concluded this
Yes.
matter, isn't it?
I'm saying, Honorable Chair,
Yes.
we now depend on your wisdom to show us the way forward.
I will.
Because
I will.
we have spent all the time from morning to now.
Yes.
Members have not even learned when
We
to
can
lunch.
make
It's
at
already
this
true.
point, so that we don't take
Yes.
another 3 hours.
So, Honorable Chair, I remember sometimes Masinga Secondary School was burnt down by students. And when the police went to investigate the cause of that incident, it was realized that the in charge of that school is the one who's left on his job, and that is the principal of the school. Honorable Speaker, for the last few months, this assembly is not heading in the right direction. And I want to go on record that the in charge of this assembly is also not very serious with what he or she is supposed to be doing.
No, don't.
That
stop
one,
me.
I
Honorable
want it to go,
member,
let it
have
go
a
on
seat.
record.
I have.
It is the duty of in charge to ensure that
Honorable member, you
there is
cannot
unity.
continue talking when I'm telling you that you cannot take that direction. You can't attack my character. That is very wrong. Let's make a ruling, Honorable Lucky. Honorable Lucky, I told you you'll be the last, and you are going to be the last. Honorable Ross, and we Honorable Lucky, and we end it there, members. Okay? Yeah, we are tired. It is. Sawa, endelea, Honorable Member.
Majority pole, nilikuatagi kidogo. Kukuatagi si kukudharau. Mimi ni mama mzee, mheshimiwa mzee. Lakini niliona tu makosa tukitaka kuingia. Wacha.
I also respect you a lot.
Oh, thank you, my dear son. Niliona tu makosa tukitaka kuenea. Na ikaniuma. Hii mbunge hatujuko kwa makosa. Mimi sikuja hii mbunge kwa makosa. Na kama siwezi kosoa, sina maana. Nafaa kutoka niende. Mimi nawaheshimu nyinyi wote na mnajua hakuna mtu nadharau. Umri ya kusalimiwa na salimia. Ningewaomba wajumbe wa Machakos, tafadhalini. Assembly ya Machakos, haki tujiheshimu. Hata kama tumelogwa na nani aende akufe. Haki mukamana mwa. Inenge inta ya mwemana. Na ninena numite muzi wa mutongo imulu wa mutisia na muya. Na ngezi wandawe ya ndeto no tando nitha ndemana. Haki na mugule wandaya. Na kamweka na ngemi mundu okila timwethiani ba.
Madam Chair.
Sisi ni wajumbe. Wacha nimalize mimi.
I'm just we are on record, so I think she should use the
Honorable
official
Ross.
language.
Yes.
To me,
okay, sawa wacha niingie taifa.
Taifa.
Waheshimiwa wanawake wa Machakos, muache mayoe. Sasa ile tunapiga mayoe na nduru. Gavana wetu ni mwanamke. Senator ni mwanamke. Women ni mwanamke. Speaker ni mwanamke. Hii aibu tunapeleka wapi? Mnataka mboma yetu hiyo ya makelele wa jamani? Haki nimewasi kuanzia leo. Ukiumwa ni kuongea, simama uongee, wache kupiga nduru. Wamama wako nyumbani. Kwanza mimi si mama. Ni haki tukae vizuri. Hebu saa hii tuseme, pengine asikianga fununi. Kuna watu wanataka kutoa gavana. Gavana saa hii atatolewa aende wapi? Ataimbichiwa aende wapi? Tumebakisha siku ngapi? Badala tumbaki. Tukiona makosa tuongee na yeye, ni mtoto wetu. Na ile shetani kwa hata ya masengenyo yishe. Huyu mama ameumia. Gavana ameumia, waje kupelekewa masengenyo. Tafadhali nimewaomba. Ameumia, kama mna huruma na yeye, mimi niko na huruma na yeye. Tumetoka mbali na yeye. Speaker ameumia, alikuwa hajazoea hii. Yeye anajua kalamu na kufunga. Amehangaika huyu mtoto, amehangaika kabisa wajambani. Hiyo kitu tuwache. Haki hiyo kitu uwe niuma, inanikera naumia. Mimi nasema niko na maana gani? Kama siwezi tulisha hawa wajumbe wa Machakos niongee nao. Mimi nilikuwa kwa kifuza kifwana. Kulikuwa kubaya. Tukang'ang'ana, tukapata pesa za assembly. Ati saa hii nilikuwa nafikiri kuta mtu atatoka atoe shukrani kwa President Ruto. Kwa vile ametufanyia assemblies za Kenya. Ati sisi tutakuwa na kiti yetu, tutakuwa tunakaa chini, tunapanga mambo yetu na speaker wetu. Bado mnajikaza tu. Ekai neni. Wanadamu wawiwe no ekai. Majority hujasaliwa mbaya, nikikuangalia wewe. Umesaliwa mahali iko sheria ya wazazi. Deputy Speaker, na sija kupoint lakini wewe ni mdhonua. Hebu tuwaje hiyo takataka. Hiyo busi yote tutupe. Na kama kumekosa mtu wa kuita speaker na governor, hao ni watoto wangu, hao nitawaita waje niwaambie. Abana, kwanza nataka speaker na governor mimi Rose mimi. Sababu najua speaker ni nani na mimi najua governor ni nani. Kwa nini tuchague Machakos yetu? Kwa nini? Nani nitatuma? Mimi natuma, mimi najua ule anaweza. Kitaka. Yata, ukela ni wangu tu wewe ndio natuma. Peleka ujumbe na ni wewe nimetuma peke yako sijatuma mtu mwingine. Sababu wewe ni mtu mzima. Inaniuma. Nimetoka mbome ya Mulu Mutisia. Assembly ile niko ni ambasengenyo na vitina. Machakos yenyewe tumeongozwa na wanawake. Vitina imesiti. Hawa mama wamezunguzwa huku na huku. Na sio wao, ni sisi. Mimi mwambie governor na waambie speaker asikiza hii. Nataka kuwaona wawili. Ndio waniambie wanataka tuende wapi, wanataka tufanye nini. Hapa chini kuna wachezaji wa mpira wazuri sana. Wanatandika mboli inaenda hivi, heri mie imetoka. Wanachapa tena asubuhi hivi na hivi mie imetoka. Sasa wajamani, hiyo wakati imefika tuache wavinya, tuache speaker, tuone kazi yao. Eza mwigwa andi nini? Kama mnasikianga wacheni hao wanawake, hao wasichana wawache wafanye kazi. Matusi imejaa hapa kwetu sana. Mabindi mnyamaza aje? Sio mimi na msione mimi, sio mimi. Kuna ujumbe. Hata nilida huyu Irene nyumbani. Kamwambia hii ni nini? Hii ni nini tukiwa watu wa Mulu Mutisia? Mchako sinapotea. Tumesikizana. Tukubaliane. Msione hakuna dawa. Kwa Mulu wa Mutisia kuna upako. Na mkifuata hiyo nimewaambia mtaamini. Kila kitu itatulia na itapoa na tutafanya kazi. Kitaka nienda wapi na nienda speaker. Asante.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Lucky. Second, then I make a ruling and we move.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to second those words of our senior member. But amesema Mulu Mutisia alikuwa na upako, na huo upako alipaka Kalonzo wa Musyoka.
Emergency Fund Act, Regulations 2021. The committee also observed that the disaster management plan has complied with the requirements of the law. Recommendations, Madam Speaker. The committee recommends that this House discusses and approves Machakos County Disaster Management Plan as provided by Section 10(2) of the Public Finance Management Act, Machakos County Emergency Fund Regulations 2021. Number 2, the disaster management plan committee should ensure that the